Like you mentioned, like saying something and anticipating that somebody's gonna hate it. Like, how do you feel about like the cancel culture and like how that affects comedy, yo?
Well, it affects it in a very negative way, in my opinion. But also, I want to recognize this is just the stage that we're in, and I think it's going to take some growing pains. But I hope we get beyond it. We're just in the beginning of it. To me, I just happen to be doing a podcast that's a little risky and a stand-up comedy at a time when it's just starting. It's just starting, where people go on witch hunts. People make it their full-time job to point out the inadequacies of artists and entertainers and whatnot, and athletes. People oftentimes who need to turn the mirror on themselves and get a fucking life and maybe clean up your own backyard before you knock on your neighbor's door. I think there's a little bit of that. But these people that they think they're above repute, they can call out, as though they're the moral high ground of whatever. You work at Expedia, like, who the fuck are you? Like, who?
Yeah, you're a Catholic priest who just left to be with the Satanists,
Are you work at Cinnabon and you're gonna tell Tyreek Hill that he's a fucking loser because he said some cruel shit to his girlfriend? Like, who are you? Who the fuck are you?
It's like, when you do your stand-up comedy, do you watch what you say or do you rewrite your scripts because of like cancel culture and things like that?
I won't rewrite the bits. If I've committed to a bit, I'm gonna do the bit the way I want to do it. But what it'll change is whether or not I decide to try the bit. Mm-hmm. So I may have an idea that, let's say I get an idea that I want to talk about the gay lifestyle for some reason.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's weird that I just said for some reason. I shouldn't have to say for some reason. I should be able to tell a joke about the gay lifestyle. It's affected me. I've been around it all my life. We all have been around the gay lifestyle. It's not some sort of underground thing anymore. It's not like some secret club. I had a gay roommate in New York City for 7 years. We're all around it. However, whether you're gay or not, you're around it. I shouldn't say. There's still pockets of our country that isn't around it. Fucking, I don't even know. Places in Texas, places Idaho, perhaps, sure. Utah, there's still little places. Those, I'm not even gonna count those places, because you're living in 1974. I'm not gonna adjust my whole fucking viewpoint over you. You need to catch up. But in general, we've all been around it. We have experiences. So why shouldn't I be able to talk about my experiences with that? I would think that I would be able to, but because of what I look like and what I am, because I'm a white cis male, if I begin to do a joke about that, the audiences in general, especially in major cities, will kind of get tone deaf on me. They just won't. They won't really be patient with me doing talking about that subject. They'll kind of zone out a little bit, and they won't laugh even if it's funny. Oftentimes, I just lose them. I can see it, and it's not that this stuff isn't funny. It's just they feel uncomfortable. There's an uncomfortable feeling that I've created in the room because apparently, what I look like on the outside and everything, I'm not a credible speaker of that subject in their eyes. And they also will worry that maybe the gay community might be in this place that I'm speaking, and I don't want to show that I support that he's talking about the gay lifestyle at all by laughing or smiling or just having a good time with what he's talking about. So there's that kind of pressure too. So the audiences have a little bit of social pressure on them for that, and they're a little lazy. They're lazy. They won't give me they're just like, they put a label on me and then they go no. And it's like if I was to talk about any minority as well on stage, they won't let me do that at all. And